Good afternoon, Rutgers. My name is Ryan Hopson, and I'll be your weather watcher for Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. Looking at our current conditions in New Brunswick, pretty nice day outside. It's mostly sunny at the moment. We could see some clouds start to creep in later, but for now, fairly sunny outside. Temperature of 63 degrees, which is really comfortable, and also dry. Humidity of only 37%. We do have some winds out of the south at 9 miles an hour. Taking a look at our headlines, we're going to have some rain. Particularly, that'll be Wednesday night for the most part this week. For the most part, though, for finish up this week as well into the weekend, it's going to be mostly a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be fairly comfortable temperatures, as we'll see when we get to our 7-day forecast. We're going to see a bunch of highs in the low to mid 60s for this week and into this weekend. Looking at our current temperatures in New Jersey, throughout the southern part of the state, pretty much all mid 60s, a little bit of a colder spot in Bridgeton and Cape May at 64, but fairly uniform. Also in Atlantic City, we got a nice sea breeze going, just keeping them cooler at 55. But for the most part in the southern half of the state, mid 60s. And as we transition to the northern part of the state, pretty much same story, 67 in New Brunswick and Newark, 68 up in Emerson, so mostly mid and perhaps even some upper 60s in the northern part of the state, but really nice temperatures throughout New Jersey today. Looking at our daily or our day planner at around 2 p.m., it's going to be partly cloudy, about 66 degrees, so mid-upper 60s this afternoon. As we head into the evening, going to start to cool off at 60 degrees, might start to see some more clouds make their way on in. And a similar story for overnight. We're going to have a mix of sun and clouds, and the temperature is really starting to cool off down into the mid 50s for tonight. So overall, fairly nice day in store, mostly a mix of sun and clouds and highs in the upper 60s. Taking a look at our future cast, we'll see that mix of sun and clouds. And then as we get to Wednesday evening or so, we see a large swath of rain that's going to engulf pretty much all of the Garden State due to a cold front that makes its way on through. See some oranges and yellows, which are going to be areas of heavier precipitation, kind of embedded within a larger swath of those greens, which is lighter. And this will start to kind of make its way out through the overnight. So this is Wednesday at 11:30 p.m. The front, for the most part, and the convection that's associated with it, for the most part, moves offshore, except maybe down all the way in the southern tip of New Jersey. But we do see some showers on the backside of the front that can persist into Thursday morning. And as we see our rainfall forecast here at around the New Brunswick area, we're looking at about 0.5 inches, up in Sussex around 0.7, all the way down in Wildwood, got about an inch or so. But for the most part, the southern part of the state is going to be in the 0.25 to 0.5 inches for rainfall, while the northern part of the state is more in the 0.5 to inch range. And now stepping aside to see our 7-day forecast, we can see, for the most part, some really nice weather except for Wednesday night into Thursday, mostly low to mid 60s. Even on Sunday, high of only 58 degrees, so definitely a little bit chillier. But for the most part, mix of sun and clouds expected for the next 7 days. And now going beyond 7 days in New Brunswick to start off the month of May and even into the middle parts of May, have a chance of some below average temperatures. Thank you for watching and following, and be sure to check us out more on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. This is Ryan Hopson. Have a great day.